You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hi there, Bold and the Beautiful fans. I've got your 2-week spoilers for February the 3rd all the way through the 14th. We're going to talk about Steffy and her triumph, Finn shaken, and Hope completely stunned. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you are not following us, please click that subscribe button, and let's get started with these 2 weeks. Monday, February 3rd on CBS, we're going to see Poppy at the prison. She is ranting and demanding answers when the warden says, oh, by the way, Luna is not here. Will the warden refuse to explain? Will they outbill? Will he get a warning call from the warden? I'm excited to see how that goes on Monday. Plus, we have got Finn staring in shock, presumably at a paternity test that says he has got a diabolical daughter he never knew about. Finn is struggling to control a visceral and very strong emotional reaction to this discovery he makes. This is life-changing news, and if he is Luna's dad, it's not good life-changing news. Tuesday, February the 4th, Steffy's plan is going just as she wanted. With Hope so busy watching Steffy, Carter is a ripe target for the plucking. And next week, Daphne does some plucking. She makes huge headway. The official spoiler says that Daphne seduces Carter. Now, that sounds like got him in bed. That's technically what seducing means. I will say with a grain of salt that Bold and the Beautiful likes to phrase their spoilers as more extreme than what they deliver. So already by Tuesday, this early in sweeps, I would be absolutely stunned if Daphne got Carter in bed. So maybe this seduction that they have is just him being shown to be willing. Maybe she gets a kiss. We'll see. But I think it more means she's winning him over. I'd be thrilled if it was literal, but I just don't trust Bold and whoever writes their spoilers. So we'll see if they get physical or it's just some kind of emotional seduction. Meanwhile, Poppy is reeling after her visit to the prison, and she needs to talk to her sister, Li Finnegan. So they get together. Poppy is clearly all worked up, and Li wants to know what is going on. Why did you need to see me so urgently? And I presume Poppy's going to tell her Luna's not in prison, maybe ask for help if she knows about Bill, But what I don't think Poppy's going to tell her is that she slept with her son. I think that's going to remain hidden a little while longer. Wednesday, February 5th, we've got Hope completely and totally suspicious of Steffy's motives for returning to Forrester Creations. You know how B&B likes to repeat and repeat and repeat. So this is more of the repetition. And Hope's going to keep circling and prodding at Steffy with Hope, lording their success over her. I'll say their perceived success because I haven't seen any real success other than Daphne coming in, which of course was not down to them. So Steffy takes the opportunity to provoke Hope and keep all of the focus on her and off anything else, especially this seduction that's basically happening with Carter right under Hope's nose, if only she was paying attention. Also, Zende gets to meet Daphne on Wednesday, and that could inspire some jealousy in Carter just based on these men's past and having vied for a woman's affection, the same woman before. And I just wonder if Steffy will tell Zende that Daphne is part of her big plan to conquer Carter and Hope, or if she will keep quiet. She hasn't really told anybody much about her plans. I think Ridge has got a good idea, but nobody else. Thursday, February 6th, we have Will and Electra heading back over to the Spencer mansion. They're over there visiting Bill. And while they wait, she has some questions for Will. Electra is asking Will about Luna getting a life sentence. I think we've all been wondering about her sentence. And according to what Electra says, life in prison, that's a heck of a long time. that Bill is pledging to keep Luna there. I mean, he's significantly older than her. What happens when he dies? Just playing the long game. What happens when Bill dies of old age and Luna's still living there? Does whoever inherit the house inherit her and her prison sentence? It's crazy. Terrible writing. Anyway, Will says that Luna was caught and sent away, and Will's explaining, that Luna went from his would-be sister to a felon and is permanently out of their lives now. Little does he know, because while Will and Electra are chatting, of course, Luna is eavesdropping from the stairs at her usual spot, staring longingly at Will. And Electra's also interested in hearing Will's first impression when he met the future felon, who at the time he was told was his sister. I just wonder if what he says will entice Luna or maybe anger her, depending on what his first impression of her was. Meanwhile, Finn is still struggling with this major change in his life. He wants to keep his family together, but nobody except for Luna herself will probably be excited about the news that Finn is likely her dad. So, of course, he knows Steffi's going to have a bad reaction. His mom, Lee, is going to have a terrible reaction. So Finn has a lot to think about before he speaks up about Poppy and the test and just all this stuff that has happened earlier in the week. Friday, February 7th, we've got Brooke talking to Carter about this coup that he and Hope have pulled off. Carter tries to justify his actions and tells Brooke he didn't want it to go this way. I wonder if she's going to enact her plan, and just ask Carter to undo what he's done. Of course, Brooke's main interest is getting Ridge out of Taylor's clutches and getting Forrester back to the family. She thinks will help undo Ridge's stance that she betrayed him. And in addition to having a crack at Carter this week, Brooke surprises Ridge when she drops by. And I wonder if Brooke is again going to tell Ridge he needs to come back to her and forget Taylor. The next week, the week of February 10th through the 14th, Poppy should find out soon that Bill has Luna. But I wonder if she comes by, if he'll turn Poppy away at the gate and refuse to let her see Luna. Bill may stun Poppy with a lot of criticism and say that she's a terrible mom and it's his job to protect Luna from her. I don't think he's just going to let her in the door. And I wonder how long until Finn circles back and tells Poppy about the paternity test. Hopefully in week 1, if not maybe week 2. And I wonder how he's going to take the news when he finds out that Luna hasn't been in prison for quite a while. And I wonder if there's going to be a torch-bearing mob coming to confront Bill Spencer. Taylor wants to hear from Ridge about Brooke's visit. I wonder if he's going to reassure her or if there's any chance that Brooke might sway Ridge and he's having second thoughts. Carter cannot keep his eyes off Daphne. Can he keep his hands off her, though? And how far will Steffi's friend go with Carter to get what they need to ruin Hope's romance? Will they set it up so that she walks in on Carter and Daphne because Steffi, knew the timing to send her into the room? Will they have someone else see it? Will there be photo proof? We'll have to wait and see exactly how they're going to substantiate this to Hope. And how long until Sheila's world is rocked by the news that she's apparently got a granddaughter from Finn and that Poppy was preying on her son when he was barely an adult. And I wonder if Valentine's Day is going to wind up being sad for two Logan ladies. If Ridge sticks with Taylor, that means Brooke Logan's going to be really hurt on Heart's Day. And if Hope loses her guy just before Valentine's Day, that might be problematic. But maybe she doesn't know yet, and Carter will have a guilty conscience and give her a big, nice gift while he continues to crush on Daphne.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.